Hey you guys, so I am back here in North Carolina. Wanted to show you guys really quickly what I have going on here in the garden. Let me pick you up really quickly. So first here I have in this big grow bag here potatoes, a smaller grow bag. So I have a 5 and a 10-gallon grow bag for potatoes. Those are Norland potatoes, I believe. And then I just planted, I don't know if you guys can see, but some onions. So I think I put about 4 to 5 onions in each of these. And then next down here we have mint. This came from the grocery store, so that's gotten a lot bigger since I've planted it. Here I recently just planted some rosemary. Since they're so small, I have 4 of them in here. This is just a 5-gallon grow bag. Once they get bigger and more established, they'll probably get split up into their own pots or containers or whatever I put them into later. And then in this grow bag, I had gotten some basil from the grocery store and I just went ahead and decided to plant it out. I wasn't sure that it was going to survive, which it doesn't look like it is, but I do have my actual basil plants that I intended to plant out here back in Maryland still indoors. So those are what's going to actually go out here. So that is that for this area. And then I also set up irrigation. I don't know if you guys can see these little sprayers, but I set that up recently to see how things are, to help out with watering and not having to do it every day. So I have 1 in each, or 3 in each bed here in all 3 beds. So you see we're still setting it up. I'm waiting on some more parts to come in to finish that off. So in this first bed I have milkweed. This actually came back from last year. I thought that I had planted it too late in the season last year because all of them were just dead after a few weeks, but they came back and I wasn't expecting that. And there were a lot of them in this bed, or in this like space here, so I just separated all of them. Milkweeds apparently have tap roots, so hopefully that doesn't damage them from doing that, but I just separated them into all of these cups here, and I'm going to attempt to transport these back to Maryland and figure out where I'm going to put these. So currently this space is empty. This space looks like I planted some zinnias recently. I'm not sure if these are something coming back from last year or if these are weeds, so I'm gonna just wait and see when I come back to see what they are. If they're weeds, I'll just pull them out. Here I planted a dwarf teddy sunflower, so that's what's coming up here. And I also planted some nasturtiums. I planted those a while ago and I think those should have come up by now, so I'm gonna assume that the seeds are old. They were seeds that I saved from last year, so I might not have saved them or did it correctly. So pretty sure those should have came up because I don't think that's what these are, but it could be. So like I said, I'll just leave stuff like that and see what happens. Here we have some romaine lettuce. So I planted these the last time I was here in North Carolina, so last month. So those are coming up now. Dill. I have dill that I transplanted here last time. Parsley. More dill here, muskellin lettuce, and then I planted some romaine lettuce here at the same time I planted that one. More lettuce here. I have green onions there. Those were store-bought green onions. And then we have some arugula. I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but arugula, it's in here. More green onions that came from the store. My garlic are doing pretty well. This is the first time growing garlic, so I'm excited about that. In the next bed, nothing has been planted in this space yet. Some of the blank spaces are going to be where I'm going to put my marigolds and my basil that I have back in Maryland. It was just too soon to put them out, so the next time I come back, those will be going in. And then in both of these, I have my zinnia here, zinnia there. Those I planted last week, I believe, so those are coming up well. This one, I don't think I planted anything in it. I think this might be a weed, but I will pull that out next time if need be. My oregano that overwintered from last year. And then we have more garlic here. And then these were the onions. I had onion seedlings. I went ahead and planted those in here. Oh wait, no. These I planted back in October. These are the ones from October. And then there's some on that side as well. I don't know if you guys can see those. These are the black-eyed Susans. I think I looked that up, and these will start to sprout later in the summer. So I haven't seen these bloom, or not sprout, but bloom. I haven't seen these bloom yet. So there's more on this side as well. I might have overseeded them, so we'll see about that. Oh, and then back in this garlic here, I planted some cilantro. So those are popping up here. I think this might be a weed. That might be some weeds. But I did plant some cilantro in here. And then, I don't know if I showed you guys this, more lettuce over here. So I'm gonna actually, and then I have more lettuce in this bed too. And it looks like the red ones are starting to go to seed. So I'm going to succession plant more lettuce in these beds so that we have more lettuce before it gets too hot. And then in the third bed, I also planted more cilantro. That's on 326. So it looks like I have one coming up so far. This one is just parsley, just hiding behind this. So parsley here, again, the black-eyed Susan. And then both of these sections are thyme. These were also overwintered, and they're already starting to flower. I cut some of these back, but they're flowering again, so I have to see about that. I might have to just replant them. What's it called? Propagate them and just start a new one. But I think that I don't know if it's just too hot. I have the shade cloth here. It's not really working too well, I don't think, but that's what I have for now. More garlic here, and then I have chervil here. Don't really know what to do with chervil. I did harvest some of this and try to steep it in some water. I saw that it's good for gut health or digestive health, so try to figure out how to use it. Again, the lettuce is starting to bolt. I did take off the flowering part here, so hopefully that kind of stalls it from bolting a little bit longer. These are the onions that I recently transplanted. And then I have another section, I think in the other bed, actually, it might be on the other side. But these I transplanted, and I forgot to put the label in them, actually. So I don't know which ones these are. But more thyme, this is more chervil, more parsley, this one's a lot bigger. And then in this space, I also planted some nasturtiums on 326. I planted them along the edges here, and they have not come up yet. So again, I think those seeds are probably no good. Another dwarf teddy sunflower here, that's coming up well. And then let's see what's up here. Over in this space, another zinnia. This one has not come up yet, and I've replanted more seeds and they haven't come up, so I might have to plant more seeds. And where are the other onions? Those are the other, that might have been it. I don't know where I thought I planted more onions. Maybe it was just the ones in the grow bags. So that is the space, and then as you can see, we have my timer here for the water irrigation. So I have it set for 9 a.m. right now every day, and it just waters for about 5 minutes. So that goes all the way over to the grow bags first, have that, and then right now we have it going up each of the beds. So again, I have 3 in each, 3 sprayers to be able to cut the entire grow bed or the entire raised bed for each of them. So each of them are the same, where I have 3 of them. And I ordered some elbows so that this doesn't get crinked. Right now we just have it up with a zip tie. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just up with a zip tie right now. So once those come in, we'll have the elbow attachments that will help with this corner here. And then the same thing with this one, help with this corner here. And then we might have one last one just to end it here. So I need to cut this one because I'm going to continue using the rest of this hose for starting the garden for the irrigation in Maryland. So that is where we are here in North Carolina. Plan is for the next time that I come, which will be next month, is to bring my basil, bring the marigolds, and I think that's it. Basil, marigolds. I think that's it for North Carolina, unless I decide to plant something else. But once I get to Maryland, there's some planting that I'm going to need to do there. So that will be an entire different video. But yeah, it has actually been cool the last 2-3 days here, or coolish. It's only been in like the low 60s, like upper 50s. Hopefully everything is good. I think we're past our last frost date in North Carolina. So I think that's it. You guys, so thank you for joining my garden journey here in North Carolina. Please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you are notified the next time I post a video. See you guys later.